Fires, latrines, and a tide as well. How could I forget such a bouquet?
There he is, Axe. Just like I said.
Good job. I'll take care of him.
Think you're going somewhere, pretty boy?
I see that the cutthroat business continues to flourish.
You're not just talking to any old bandits here. We're called the Reapers. Now, Lord Sarwick will come with us quietly. I can be very unpleasant when there's too much noise.
If you know who I am, then you know that I am of a noble family. If anything happens to me, the watch will be on your tail for the rest of your miserable lives. That seems a large price to pay for a bounty.
Don't worry about us. Once we've gotten the bounty, we'll have more than enough to pay off the city watch.
What reward are you talking about?
You are kin to Gawain Sarwick, are you not? A man worth 100 gold dragons.
It's his bloody brother, I tell you. He has to know.
Who would put a bounty of 100 gold dragons on my brother's head? That's madness!
'Twas the watch, pretty boy, and none other. Your brother is accused of killing Lord Sarwick of Riverspring. A damned kinslayer.
I still fail to understand the link between the reward for my brother and me. No one has put a bounty on my head as far as I know.
Perhaps. But you must know where he is. If you don't want to tell us, we'll spread the word that we beat you to a pulp. So your brother will show his face, and then we'll have him.
Perhaps under other circumstances it would have been a good plan. But you shouldn't stake too much on it.
And why is that?
I came to King's Landing to find my murdering brother and to wreak our family's vengeance upon him. Do you truly believe he would come out of hiding to help me? I highly doubt it.
Shit.
Wait, Axe, you're not going to let him get away like that. I'm the one who led him to you. What about my share?
Shut it, you old bag of bones. You've caught us a lean hare here. He won't give us a thing. Luck is with you today, pretty boy. We'll let you continue on your way.
Only ask for a groat, my lord.
Look at this! Finer waves you won't find this side of the narrow sea. miss out. Nothing but the best at my stall. Nothing but the best.
Spare a groat for a thirsty man. A cup of wine is all I ask.
The Sarwick residence is not far from here.
It's the man of the watch.
They've come to get Sarwick. One with a price on his head.
Death to the Kinslayer!
Hold him!
We only found the servants, Lord Wex.
Do you jest? There was no one else?
No, my lord.
Gowan is not here, Sir Velar.
Valar.
I'm searching for your master, Gawain Sawi. You won't save him, but you can still save yourself. Tell me where he is.
We don't know where he is. He's not been hit for months.
Take him to the Red Keep.
No, I haven't done anything. I know nothing. Let me go!
Lambert, no! Leave him be, please, sir! My lord, mercy. My husband is a good man and loyal to the crown. He knows nothing. Ah! Ah! Ah!
Jenna! Jenna! No! Why by the seven?
Oh, awful!
Sir, the crowd is restless.
Let them be restless. Wex, have this residence watched. I'll let you know if I manage to drag anything out of this lackey.
Valar.
Alestер. So, the rumors of your return were true. That red priest arriving in the middle of the ceremony like a ghost from the past. That was you. Did you return to go to your brother's execution?
Gawain was arrested.
Not yet, but it shouldn't be too long. I will personally make sure of it.
Do you really need to massacre our servants to find our brother?
Oh, so now we're brothers, are we? Yet when we were children, that was out of the question. I was just a bastard in your eyes. Now I serve the Queen, and I have orders to stop your kinslayer of a brother.
What is certain is that Gawain's people had nothing to do with the death of our father, Valar.
How can you be so sure? Don't worry, though. I'll make them talk. And it's Sir Valar now. Lord Tywin Lannister himself knighted me.
I am not surprised. The powerful enjoy surrounding themselves with rabid dogs.
I only do what is asked of me, and I'm rewarded in kind. A Lannister always pays his debts.
Yes, but at what price? So, tell me, how is it that the Crown personally gave you this task?
This task is normally for the Watch, but the Queen personally requested that one of her trusted men settle this matter. After all you made me endure when we were young. Rest assured that it is a pleasure to have been given this task. Moreover, Gawain could have gotten in my way as the legitimate heir. But once he's lost his head, I doubt he'll bother me again.
Don't count on it, Valar. I have returned, and I intend to keep you from perpetrating your crimes.
Whatever claims and duties you had towards the Sarwick family, you turned your back on them long ago. River Spring will soon be mine, and no one will stop me.
I was not in exile, Valar. I left of my own free will, and I am free to return whenever I see fit. I am the legitimate son of Lord Sarwick.
You were the heir, but you abandoned your inheritance 15 years ago.
Trust me, Valar. It was better for you that I left. Whatever happens, I shall be the Lord of River Spring.
And yet, you cannot ignore that I am betrothed to your sister, Eliana. By all the laws of the realm, River Spring will go to me when we are wed, and there is nothing you can do about that. As you can see, the interests of the Sarwicks will soon be my own, dear big brother. It was time someone took care of them.
I heard of this charade. Don't delude yourself too much, Valar. I shall put a stop to it.
This alliance was decided by the Crown itself. and Eliana fully consented. You see, it's all been taken care of. Like for Gawain, who will be found and judged for his crime. It is the royal will, Alester. It would not be prudent to oppose it.
It matters not which throne you hide behind, Valar. I will not allow you to rule over my house, nor decide on my brother's fate. You're going after Gawain. You plan on marrying Eliana. From one day to the next, you go from a bastard without a lineage to being an heir to Riverspring. Don't try to convince me that you're content to go along with the royal will. This isn't going to lead me anywhere. Once my rights have been re-established, I will once again be Lord Sarwick. And I will find my brother.
Don't count on it. I'm in charge of the matter. The Sarwick Manse will remain sealed until further notice. The City Watch will keep an eye on it, so stay away from this house. Do not get in my way, Alester, I'm warning you.
Trust me, we will meet again.
Where do you think you're going? Access to this house is forbidden.
Calm down, soldier. This is my family home. I have every right to enter here.
My orders are strict. No one can enter this house. Now go on your way.
Spare a grow for it.
No, this door opens onto the square. Not exactly a discreet exit. our manse was ransacked. The City Watch really had a field day. I see. It would appear that my little brother developed an infatuation for one of Shataya's whores. I must pay her a visit. This Felina might know where to find Gawain.
Unbelievable. We have guards at every entry point, but there's always a rat who manages to crawl in. Come on, men. There's vermin to get rid of here.
Fires, latrines, and a tide as well. How could I forget such a bouquet? I'm looking for a certain Felena. Is she one of the girls in this house?
Felena is one of my most enchanting girls, and she is well educated. She will be just impertinent enough to please you, my dear. I'm surprised that you know her.
I learned that she was, rather close to my brother.
Of course. I should have known. Gawain very much enjoyed Felena's attentions. Would you care to spend some time in her pleasant company?
It would be a pleasure.
Do go upstairs. Her room is at the end of the corridor on the left. She has been rather sad as of late. Perhaps you will succeed in comforting her.
I'll see what I can do.
Many pardons, my lord, but are you not Sir Alester Sarwick? I heard tell that you had returned to the Seven Kingdoms.
Indeed. You appear to know much about me. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
I realize that my impromptu intervention might have startled you, my lord, but pray, do not take umbrage. The return of a war hero could not help but attract my attention, particularly when his return proves to be so ostentatious.
I won no honors in the war, just scars. But you have yet to introduce yourself.
Your modesty does you honor, my lord. You forged quite a name for yourself fighting for King Robert in his rebellion. Excuse my rudeness. I've not yet told you my name. I am Lord Varys, and I hope you will count me as a friend. We never crossed paths 15 years ago, but perhaps you have heard of me?
Lord Varys. Oh yes, I know you. You were Master of Whisperers to old King Aerys Targaryen. I did not recognize you, disguised as you are. I remember a more elegant man of the court.
Well, I am delighted to hear that. Let us simply say that I sometimes prefer to go unnoticed.
You haven't changed. Already in the time of Aerys, it was said that you had eyes in every court in Westeros, and that you knew everything about everyone. We rebels called you the Spider. Some of our lords were wary of you. You made some enemies along the way.
Alas, the people of the Seven Kingdoms have little affection for eunuchs. All of those noble knights and grand lords are loath to risk their reputations with informers and spies. But in the Game of Thrones, information is power. Those who most despise us are often the first to benefit from our whispers.
Please pardon my curiosity, Lord Varys, but I find it surprising to see a person of your ilk frequenting houses of ill repute.
Well, there are 1,000 little nothings to be learned in this sort of establishment. Whores make men talkative, you understand. And since King Robert was kind enough to keep me in my position, I have much to do here.
It would really surprise me if our meeting were purely chance.
Indeed, but my intentions are good. I wanted to discuss the Baratheon rebellion.
Why not? There is one question that I have never been able to be free of. Do you believe that the rebellion was a good thing, after all is said and done? Is King Baratheon a better king than Targaryen?
Old King Aerys was mad, my lord. Mad and cruel. That no one can deny. His habit of burning the great people of the kingdom alive could only bring him to ruin. After that, any idiot could have passed for a good king. As for His Majesty, Robert, his subjects loved him. Of that I have little doubt, but he pays little heed to matters of the realm and remains blind to the enemies around him. I fear that a new storm brews on the horizon. Does that knowledge make you regret your part in the rebellion?
Some good came of it all the same. I find comfort in telling myself that all was not done in vain.
You were just one young knight amongst hundreds of others, and Tywin Lannister was always a demanding master. He dragged you into that war and you carried out your duty as a bannerman.
At the time, Lord Tywin wanted a foot in each camp. When he ordered us to fight for Robert, I chose to follow his orders, yes.
Why such bitterness, my friend? You fought valiantly, and, more importantly, you were on the winning side. You could have brought renown, fortune, and glory to your house, if you had so wished. And yet, when the time came to reap the benefits of your efforts, you turned away and left Westeros. I admit that I do not understand why.
The rebellion was not nearly as noble as it is portrayed in the tales and songs. You yourself know that. It is one thing to face an armed enemy. It is quite another to attack those who are already vanquished. Let us say that the last orders that I received left a bad taste in my mouth. I prefer to go. I did not want glory won in that manner.
It was a courageous decision, sir. It is often easy to forget that it is our choice whether or not to obey. Perhaps it would interest you to learn that your old squire, Valar, did not spurn the honors as you did. Lord Tywin Lannister covered him in gold and knighted him to reward him for his exploits and his unfailing loyalty.
For his unspeakable brutality, you mean to say? I had the opportunity to behold his work again in the square. Such a wild beast should not be left to roam free, much less granted a command. It is an invitation to disaster.
Have a care, my friend. Sir Valar has become an important member of the court. He is a faithful supporter of Queen Cersei's, and he could cause you great harm if you were to make him an enemy. I strongly recommend that you avoid making such remarks in public.
Valar is not only my old squire, he is also my half-brother. He may very well be as poisonous as an asp, but he cannot silence me. Not today, not ever.
I hope for your sake that you know what you're doing, my friend. Now, I'm afraid that I must beg your leave. Please excuse me. I'm afraid that my little birds are always chirping and demanding my attention. Make the most of your stay with Chattia. I hope to see you again soon.